NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 31, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Allen's throw is complete, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
There's the stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jalen Guyton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills 7, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, here's Mon. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mon looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this. I bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
On play action, Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really in rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kellen Mond taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mond. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Mond now off of play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Mond going to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Mond. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Operating from the red zone now. Allen got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
17. Bills 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Mon. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mon's throw complete here to Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon eluding the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there for the Bills. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Bills. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Raiders 20. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting
And he works free. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. He'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here. Mon rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the ground with ETN. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mon looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen gonna throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, here's Mon. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Mon. He'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And again, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Bills 28, Raiders 23. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Here's Mond. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 23. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Diablo on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants